These 11 celebrities exposed Diddy's darkest secrets before his arrest, and what they revealed is really disturbing. Starting at number 11, Aubrey O'Day. You probably remember her from Making the Band. She's not afraid to speak her truth, and when it comes to Diddy, she was part of Diddy's Making the Band circus, and let me tell you, it was a nightmare.
It's difficult when you're that young to understand your worth as a woman through the men that I was around, and that was very traumatic. I don't think any of us have healed from that. Diddy would be like, you're not hot anymore, like what happened? You don't have anything, like you don't have any curves. You're looking like you're not looking like.
Aubrey went through hell working under Diddy. She said she was terrified every single day, facing everything from sexist comments to racial remarks. This wasn't a glamorous Hollywood job. It was a toxic, emotionally draining nightmare. Later, she ended up on The Celebrity Apprentice, where Trump was all smiles praising Diddy. But Aubrey, she couldn't even bring herself to say Diddy was a good guy because the memories were too intense. She played it safe, but trust me, there's more she's not saying.
I'm a very strict and focused businesswoman because working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up.
Coming in at number 10, we've got Khloé Kardashian and her insane comments about a Diddy party. Back in 2014, during an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloé casually talked about attending a party at Diddy's place. And she didn't just say it was a regular party, she said everyone was butt naked.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked.
Like, this is the kind of party you only hear about in the wildest rumors. No one's ever gotten that type of invite, but everyone's talking about it like it's the next big thing. At number 9, Wendy Williams. She's had major beef with Diddy, especially after being fired from Hot 97 in 1998. Wendy claims Diddy played a key role in her exit, and she's never let it go.
You know, the bosses didn't know how to handle, you know, Bad Boy Records calling every day, and Wendy's talking about our artists. Now we're not going to do your big winter concert. We'll do the concert if you fire Wendy or whatever. You know, all that was going on.
Even in 2025, she made it clear she'd never forget the hell Diddy put her through.
As far as Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I knew about Diddy back in the day, and you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time. Diddy done.
Now at number 8, we've got Usher. And this one's wild. Usher lived with Diddy when he was just 13 years old. He spent a year under Diddy's roof, watching and learning from the man behind the empire. But Usher wasn't exactly thrilled about what he saw. He's gone on record saying he had no idea what he was looking at and even admitted he wouldn't want his own kids near it.
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Dad, now, would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
This is not some petty drama. Usher's been vocal about the weirdness he saw, and you've got to wonder just what Diddy was up to behind closed doors. Now at number 7, we've got Kanye West, and this is a big one. In 2022, Kanye is accusing Diddy of being a Fed, claiming that he sold people out to avoid jail time.
Saying that's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a daughter and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my coat car.
Now, let's be honest. Kanye's known for his out there rants and wild, often unsubstantiated accusations. So at first, people brushed it off as just another one of his crazy outbursts. But Kanye is not stupid. He knows how to drop bombs that make people think. Even now, it's hard to say if his allegations hold any weight, especially considering Diddy's ongoing legal issues. But one thing's for sure, Kanye's words hit different now. Whether or not he had real inside information, it sounded like he was warning us about something dark we weren't supposed to know.
I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying?
But you've heard about the parties that everyone is talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So
I don't know. Really... I don't know. I don't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am. I don't know.
Coming in at number 6, Mase, Diddy's former right-hand man, and he has been calling out Diddy for years. Mase has been vocal about being cheated out of his royalties, claiming that Diddy owes him decades of back pay. Dude was allegedly handed a $20,000 publishing deal when he should have been getting way more.
And that's just the beginning.
All right,
then there's people that try to do bodily harm with me. They will be in the house with Puff. So I'm like, it's a funny game y'all playing behind the scenes. So when people see me, they just see me turned up.
Diddy's playing dirty with Mase's money, and that's not sitting well with him. And don't think Mase is the only one. He is not the last either. Diddy even tried to throw a counterclaim at Mase, saying he owes him $3 million.
Well, the reason I say
Mase
that,
owes me $3 million. That's facts. I got the receipt.
Second album, you gave money to do second album, never delivered.
Did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna go back and forth with Mase. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody.
At number 5, we've got Katt Williams. The comedic genius who's been through his own legal troubles is not exactly the first guy you'd go to for deep life advice. But this is different.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this year.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business.
Katt Williams straight up warned people about Diddy's freakout parties. You know what I mean? This is not just a little diss. He's basically saying things went down in those parties that were, well, creepy.
P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them. I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. Yeah. That's how Diddy be feeling.
Come on, man. Come.
He's not specific, but the way he talks about it, I'm telling you, it gives off bad vibes. Now at number 4, you knew 50 Cent was going to be here. This guy has been calling out Diddy for years. Back in 2006, 50 dropped a diss track, The Bomb, where he didn't just diss Diddy, he blamed him for the murder of Biggie Smalls. That's some next-level conspiracy theory stuff. And while it doesn't have much concrete evidence, 50 didn't hold back. That's some serious accusation. Fast forward to 2023, and 50's not backing down. He's still trashing Diddy's name, even accusing him of making people feel uncomfortable at his parties.
I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal.
Coming in at number 3, now, this is where it gets real dark. Tupac Shakur was no stranger to Diddy's world. Tupac Shakur, before his death, accused Diddy of being involved in the 1994 shooting that almost killed him.
I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows.
It gets even crazier, because a year later, Tupac was murdered. Then, years later, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis came forward saying Diddy offered $1 million to have Tupac killed. Whether you buy it or not, Tupac's suspicions about Diddy are out there, and with Diddy in legal trouble now, those old rumors don't seem so crazy anymore. At number 2, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who worked on Diddy's The Love album Off the Grid, is suing him for shocking claims, sexual abuse and being drugged, then waking up in bed with Diddy and 2 sex workers. He says Diddy used hidden cameras and manipulated him into sexual acts. This lawsuit is beyond disturbing and puts Diddy in a serious bind. And finally, at number 1, Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex, filed a 2023 lawsuit accusing him of physical abuse and sex trafficking. She claims he controlled, manipulated, and abused her for years. When she finally left, she exposed everything. Diddy denied it, but this lawsuit destroyed his reputation for good.